When you arrive to the voting location, you'll check in at the check-in area, and you'll either be receiving a ballot activation card or your ballot in a privacy sleeve. To use the ballot marking device, you'll insert the ballot activation card, and you can begin using the touchscreen to make your selections, or you can mark your ballot by hand at a privacy booth. Once your ballot selections are made, you'll review and scan your marked ballot into the scanning unit. Your vote is not cast until you scan your ballot. And before you leave, you'll receive an I voted sticker. Election judges, also called poll workers, direct voters through the voting experience and are pleased to be of assistance as needed. These judges assist voters with using the ballot marking device and scanning unit. They issue ballot activation cards or paper ballots and I voted stickers. Now we'll view a short video on the in-person voting process.
Hello, my name is Shakria Satterfield. I'm from the Maryland State Board of Elections, and we're going to do a walkthrough of a mock polling place. The first person our voters will meet when they come to a polling place will be our greeters. Our greeters will assist the voters and direct them which way to go through our voting process. The first station that the voter will come to will be our check-in table. Most of our voters will be the standard voter, but if we have a first-time voter or someone who may not be able to be found in the poll book, then they would be directed to our same-day registration judge. Additionally, we may have voters that show up to drop off their absentee ballots at the polling place. There will be a designated area for that as well. Our standard voter or a provisional voter will receive their voter authority card. If you have a provisional voter, they will be escorted over to the provisional voting station, where a provisional judge would help them vote through the provisional process. Now, our standard voter would receive their voter authority card, and they would go to the ballot issuing station, where the ballot issuing judge would let the voter know that there are two ways in which you can mark your ballot, either by hand or using the ballot marking device. If the voter decides to use the ballot marking device, then they would receive the ballot activation card. Once the voter has their ballot, should they choose to vote by hand, they will be directed over to one of our voting stations, where we will provide the voter with a pen so that they can complete their ballot. If the voter chooses to vote electronically using the ballot marking device, they would take their ballot activation card over to the ballot marking device, where we will have instructions for that voter as well as an additional judge in this area to assist the voter if needed. Now, whether the voter chooses to vote with the ballot marking device or by hand, one of the last stations the voter would proceed to would be the scanning unit. Remember, a ballot is not cast until it is scanned successfully through the scanning unit. Should the voter have any problems or issues, there will be a chief judge's area where they can come over and assist that voter. Once the voter has successfully scanned their ballot, the last judge that they would see would be our sticker judge, where they will receive an I voted sticker and go on about the rest of their day. Thank you.
And that is the in-person voting experience, whether you mark your paper ballot by hand at a privacy booth or use the ballot marking device to make your ballot selections. Now we'll go over using the ballot marking device in more detail. Once you receive your ballot activation card given to you by the election judge, you'll insert it in the lower right-hand corner, and then you'll make your selections by touching the screen. You can press the More button to see all candidates in each contest, and you can navigate through your ballot by pressing the Previous and Next buttons. You can also use a Braille embossed keypad and headphones or your own accessibility device to hear the choices and make selections. Finally, once you've completed marking your ballot, you review all the selections on the summary screen. If any changes are needed, just press the contest and be redirected to the selection screen for that contest. Once choices are confirmed, press print and remove the voted ballot. To cast your vote, scan your ballot activation card into the ballot scanner, where it will drop into the secure ballot box. Here is a more detailed video showing you how to use the ballot marking device.
Welcome to the ballot marking device, which can be used by all voters, including those with special needs, to mark their ballots. Please take a few moments to watch this video to learn how to mark your ballot quickly and easily. Step 1. Insert ballot activation card. First, insert the blank ballot activation card you received at check-in into the slot on the ballot marking device. Align the corner cut on the card with the corner cut on the unit as shown. Step 2. Touch selections. Next, make your selections on the touchscreen by touching the box with the candidate's name. Once chosen, your selection will change colors. To change a selection, touch the box with your new preference. You can easily navigate through the election contests by touching the options labeled Next and Previous. To cast a write-in vote, touch the write-in option to reveal a touchscreen keyboard. Then simply type the candidate's name and select Accept. If you have visual limitations, you can use the contrast option to change the screen to high contrast black and white. Selecting the zoom function makes the text appear larger on the screen. In addition, the ballot marking device is programmed to read the ballot to you. Headphones are provided, or you may use your own. A handheld keypad can be used to navigate the selections as the audio instructions guide you through the contest. You have the option to black out the screen to ensure privacy as you make your selections. Step 3. Verify selections. After you have made all of your selections, it's time to review them on screen to confirm your choices. To change a selection, touch it to return to that contest. Then, make your change and touch Next to return to the summary screen. The adjusted contest will remain highlighted on the summary screen. Once satisfied with your selections, print your card by navigating to the next screen. Print your voted ballot card by touching the Print Card option. Your printed ballot card will be returned to you from the same slot on the front of the ballot marking device. Step 4. Scan. Now it's time to insert your voted ballot card into the ballot scanner to cast your ballot. Place your printed card into the appropriate area of the tabulator. For more information, visit the Maryland Board of Elections website at elections.maryland.gov.
This video was made in 2016 when Maryland first procured the new voting system. However, we still use the hashtag MDVotes. In review, Maryland is committed to making voting accessible to all voters. All early voting centers in Maryland are accessible to voters with disabilities. The BMD is available at all voting locations and early voting centers and in election day polling places. The headset and keypad of the BMD enables blind voters and voters with low vision to vote by listening to the audio ballot and making their selections by using the keypad, including high contrast and large print functions, and the ability to connect to other assistive devices. To use the audio ballot, just ask an election judge. They are there to answer your questions and provide any assistance if needed.